Okay, hello, welcome to the video. I'm going to be doing a video talking about my Hobonichi, my plans for it this year, and maybe even talk about a few goals that I want to do this year that involve the hobo a little bit. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave a like or a comment. I'm sure the more that I do stuff like this, the better it'll be. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Yes, she's a little beaten up. She looks a little odd right now. I got her in September whenever they kind of released all that. And so she's seen better days. I wasn't able to get her a little case, but I did get her a sticker from a art exhibit that we went to. And so she's a little decorated, okay? She looks okay. And then these are some stickers that I've been using of like weather stickers. Looking great, fantastic, beautiful. And I've been using those to kind of keep track of the weather. I'm hoping to get some more related to like emotion and like some cute stickers. There's some cat stickers I have on my list. These you can get from Stormy Creatives. She is on Amazon in the handmade section, where they have a lot of their personal artists selling their own personal things like stickers, totes, things of that sort. I guess it's a new Amazon thing. I have no clue. I also am apologizing ahead of time. If I say a lot, I'm sorry. It's me processing, okay? Anyways, let's get started. Blank page, title page, which will probably not be a title page for long because of this page. I'm hoping that we are seeing the whole book. I'm using a iPhone with like a phone stand. Lilith and Morris, you better not be fighting. Those are my cats. Anyhow, so for our what is supposed to be like a few years in a review, like a calendar, like the this year, last year, next year, I decided for the this year to be like a what color am I today sort of thing. I like to think a lot in colors, so like a lot of synesthesia sort of thing. So I thought I would use my alcohol markers, and if there's a color that I'm feeling that day, I could color her in. And that's pretty much that for that page. Then we have the kind of like more in-depth year in review, where I can put things like my rent, Amazon, things of that sort. For my own personal sake, I wanted to have the total hours worked in the amount that I made money-wise. I wanted to be able to show a bit more prosperity and productivity within my own job, see how successful I get, hopefully get to full-time. Currently, I work part-time, so it's a little difficult. Me and my boyfriend kind of have our own split. I take care of like utilities, groceries, things of that sort, and he takes care of the bulk of rent. He also makes more than me. I also want to point out that if you look on this page, you'll notice each month kind of has its own color. That's pretty much the colors we're going with throughout the whole deal. It's a mix of the retro pack from Tombow, very classic set for all the stationery nerds. And then I added these two yellows to kind of even out that color palette for me personally. I'm a big fan of yellow too, so might as well. So like the first 6 months are kind of warmer tones, and then we got cooler tones in the last. Then it brings us to our monthly pages. In December I was able to fill out, and it is chaotic as hell. Basically, I was trying to do everything all at once because there's no daily pages for December, and there's like a 1 week, like weekly page. My goals were pretty eh. I didn't get to them. Technically, I did get $100 in my savings, but that's because I had a last minute like Christmas gift. So we tried. I'm still saying I failed that one. The goal for each month though is to mainly document days that I'm working, and if there's a big event or a payment due or something of that sort, like my paydays, and then also to kind of keep an eye on like what goals I would have specifically for the month. So like it's due more or less by the end of it, so 31st, 30th, or in February's case, 28th, because February is special, I guess. Yeah, same idea. Everything's going to be within its color code. The goals might be kind of fancy sometimes, like February's got the hearts. And then I also plan at the bottom of each month, because I can do that with all of them. To do like the mantras in these little sections. It was like January through like March 2024. They had a little section where it was like extra months for planning and stuff, maybe like while you're waiting for your next Hobonichi. Personally, I knew I wasn't gonna use it. I like the Hobonichi cousin so far, so I decided to make that a temporary diary, especially since I'm not getting those daily pages for the month of December. But again, we did get a week for December, the 26th through 31st. Technically not a week. But it is the one that we just went through. Today is the 31st. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Hence why I'm not doing a day before 2023 glow up, because I decided to procrastinate. But we blame that on the ADHD and everything. Like the ADHD autism, all of it. We blame it on that. This was pretty much kind of a idea of what we could do for the weekly things. If you guys want, every Sunday I can attempt big quotes on, or quotes, big emphasis on attempt to do like a schedule the week with me, because one, next week I tried to do ahead and I already messed up, but also I end up forgetting things like all the time. So no promises, but if you guys think that would be good and fun, then, you know, show some wants. Of course, if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. It's my choice at that point, but, you know, if you guys really want it, I can try to put some extra effort in there. Similar to the monthlies, it's going to be like the goals, and instead of it being like ideas of what each day will be, it's more time-based. Again, we have blocks for when I work. Those are our colored blocks. Grayed out ones are going to be when I sleep. If it ends up not being gray, it'll be black. Why? Because when you sleep, you kind of typically don't do anything. So, I mean, yeah. It also gives me an idea of how accurately I go to my plan. Any sort of blank space is going to be my free time, and I'll have like places where I write down specifically what I'm going to be doing or what I plan to do. I would like to get some stickers, some more colors related to this, maybe to kind of, I don't know how to word this, like make it pop. Maybe I can use my mild liners. I wonder if I have similar or the same colors to be able to do that with. I'll find out on that one. And again, I messed up this one. The only thing that didn't mess up was the wake up and start the day right. And even then, technically I messed it up because the spacing is all weird. But I'm still working on the goals and everything like that. So because that's a mess up week and I already started it, I don't plan on recording a video for it. So that's pretty much the weeklies. In between the weeklies and the dailies, there's like a turning the page to the next year, which I thought was super cute. I use that to document some of the moving that we did because we just moved into a new apartment, and then some more diary work. And so I'm not going to exactly show that. If you are diligent enough to look through the ghosting, because ghosting happens, it happens. I kind of write a little aggressively too. then I mean, go for it. That's the effort you want to put in there, being kind of like nosy, then so be it. I can't control you. Um, I do, however, every month it has like a blank page before the month, kind of show off the month. What I want to do is draw some sort of drawing, I guess. So like this one's a seedling sprouting, because I'm going to be glowing up and sprouting into my best self. That's the plan. When I decided to go ahead and enter my quote, it's messed up. I get it, but it's okay. We're gonna learn from it. And then we have our dailies. Again, same idea with each month. I haven't gotten to June or July, so we don't got any sort of format. Same, and like again with the picture thing, I haven't done it yet, so don't expect anything. I did find out though, if you write hard enough on the other side of the page, and there's, I guess, micron, it'll kind of do a weird print thing. You know, like a house screen printing, you press really hard with the ink when it's wet. The issue was, I did this like 2 months ago, and I wrote on this like yesterday. So apparently it prints onto the other page, and that's good to know that I pressed the pen too hard. Anyhow, this is an idea of what I want to do with dailies. Again, no guarantees. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen next year. All I know is that I'm going to try to make it my best. I hope to do to-dos, like daily to-dos. Oh, which reminds me, I really do need to work on this page for tomorrow, because tomorrow's the 1st. And water and soda, because I want to keep better track of that. What I eat, I found out I have an autoimmune disorder of some sort. I don't know what yet. I'll probably figure that out in January. If I'm lucky, and I don't have to do more blood work, because that was a lot of blood. So I'm hoping that if I track what I eat, I can figure out the kinds of foods that make me feel best, and the foods that make me feel the worst. Like the foods that give me the most acid reflux, usually something with tomatoes. It sucks. Tomatoes can be really good, but I guess not for my body. Because it burns. Yeah, I need to work on that acid reflux. Anyhow, then I'm gonna have like a little mini timesheet. So like those weeklies that I have a little mini one. What I like about Hobonichi is with all of this is my first Hobonichi, by the way, so this is all more or less an initial review. Anyhow, is that there's a lot of things that repeat. So you get like a calendar each time. You get this time thing with little time schedule thingy. Which kind of repeats from this deal, thingy, and then goals, and it's a lot of repetition, which is really nice for me. ADHD and autism is kind of how my brain works, apparently. I found that out not too long ago myself. I went to the doctor and paid a lot of money, and yeah, that was fun, to find out information that I had already figured out. Anyways, that's pretty much the bulk of it, and now we're gonna go to my favorite area. The reason why I got so excited that I was able to get a Hobonichi. The little extras. Apparently, a lot of people were excited about the extras too, so thankfully I'm not the only one. This page might change. Again, I cannot guarantee a routine, but I can try. I would like to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Am I going to wake up at 6 a.m. every day? Honestly, I doubt it, but we'll find out. I don't know how my body will work. I may get medication and everything that'll make me work great. Same thing with night routine. Do I ever go to bed at 11 p.m.? No, I can't sleep at night. It ends up being like 2 in the morning. It happens. We learn from it and we'll figure it out. That's what I want. That's a goal. Sometimes we don't achieve our goals, and that's okay. This area is great for me because it makes it to where I don't have to think, and I can also still add to it, specifically this side. I still really need to add to it. So like this is for go-to groceries. Say I need to make a grocery. Sorry, burped. Say I need to make a grocery list, right? And I'm looking in the fridge, I'm stressing out. Why are you fighting? Back to what I was saying before my cats started annihilating each other. This is for like go-to groceries. And say I were to be freaking out because I don't know what to get for groceries. Well, I can go to this bad boy, make a quick list of things that I know we need. So like usually like chicken, for example. Chickens are usually a very common thing we eat. I can put that on there. Or if I'm like, ooh, do we need butter? Again, we use butter quite a bit. Obviously, I can put it on there. Especially with like medical stuff or like other stuff. It's just stuff I typically don't think about. And so, great place to put that. Hey. With the autism and ADHD and everything, eating can be a really difficult thing. So I decided a meal and snack ideas would be great. Low-key snacks are also dessert. That's what I decided, I guess, last minute. With all my mental issues and occasional physical issues that come from mental issues, I decided a de-stress page would be beautiful and perfect. If you want to steal those ideas, feel free. I don't mind sharing. We got things for the physical relief and then more mental relief. It pretty much goes with whichever works best. Next we have the monthly mantras. Again, those little quotes I plan on putting at the bottom of each month is going to be a monthly mantra. So for January, it is, may I learn and grow this year. So pretty and so not generic. We got a before the year. I already did that. That was in September. And then we have a beginning of the year. I did that yesterday. I know it says December 31st. It was technically yesterday. I'm lying to myself a little bit. And then end of the year thoughts for 2023. We're just gonna ignore them. They're playing, I promise. We got soda and water intake because I have an addiction to Dr. Pepper. AKA, I have this bad boy I haven't opened yet just for the kindness of your guys' ears. And then the water, which I never drink. I'm really, really hoping to get this water bottle I want. It's super pretty. And I'm always hoping that it will motivate me to drink water for once. Of course, goals. Timetable, I can put school stuff here. I can put any routine stuff. Plan. Ooh, I know what I'm going to put here. Plant, water, cycle. And then this, I guess this little green area is going to be when I water my plants that I'm going to get. I only have one plant. It's an aloe and he's doing great. In the Hobonichi, they have a little graph paper section, which is great. Like if you want to like space it out, you can do this kind of method and it fits 2 months. Just so you know, if you want to look at it and, copy that for your own trackers, feel free. I'm doing it as a sleep tracker because I have issues with sleeping and I want to see if there's any way I can try to boost it. And then hours worked. Since I work part-time, I'm trying to go for full-time to become a shift lead where I work. No guarantees though. I could also end up with full-time hours working a part-time job. It's America, they're able to do that. Don't ask me questions on that. The more hours, the better, no matter what, because capitalism. In the favorites, it's going to be books that I plan on reading. This book is Visual Thinking. I already have it on hold and about to check it out tomorrow at our local library. I'm excited. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's going to be about synesthesia related stuff. It's a little sciencey. But we got my favorite things, things I enjoy, like TV shows and whatever it asks. And then words to remember. So if there's a word, more or less a word for the month. We have this area, which I'm excited for, and it's going to be basically where I mark how much I save each day, including what I use for daily pay, because daily pay has a feature where if you decide to save with a savings allocation, you can connect it to your savings, and every time you get paid, it'll put the amount that you saved that day to your savings. It's a really fun, easy way to do it to save ahead when you are waiting on your paycheck. These are the color codes. The top one is colored pencil. The bottom one is the Tombos. But I'm hoping to make $1,000 in all, but that's like by November. So here, instead of gifts, I decided to redo this for a no-buy kind of challenge I want to do for myself, because I've noticed I impulsively buy things when I have money. And I know that's like normal for a lot of people, but I don't need that to be normal for me in my low-income life. So I decided I would make an area where I put what I buy, if it's specifically for myself and more or less fun, what it was cost and what it was from and like what it was and why, because I mean I might as well like spill all the beans. And I'm hoping that that will give me an idea of what I do spend on myself, whether or not I spend a lot on myself or not, and help me kind of think about it a little bit, because I know I like pens a lot, but I don't use all my pens up. So like that's just an example. Or like I can't think of any other examples fast enough. Addresses, which is something I don't have filled out, and then the other stuff. I'm thinking the addresses would be good for doctor stuff though, so never gonna show that page. It'll always be blanked out. Anyways, back to the My 100, which is the goals for the year. How many ma'am? Back to the goal setting. You'll notice there's a lot of savings goals. That's so I can kind of plan it out, and also so I can feel like I'm accomplishing things. Got some mini goals that I didn't complete last year that I want to actually do. So like I do witchcraft. So I have like an Athena and Apollo painting I want to make, because those are kind of the energies I want to work with. And I haven't really done it, and I've procrastinated really bad. So we made them goals. The weight thing, like a certain weight, there's a certain weight I want to weigh, and so that's a goal. I hope to get to 150 and to stay 150. That's pretty much where I want to be. Anyways, we have a lot of kind of random goals. Anything that's completed will be colored in, and then if it's incomplete, we got death pen. The pen I'll use in pretty much everything. And some of these I feel like are going to be easy to accomplish, and then some are not, but that's okay. Goals are meant to just be goals. They're just meant to be checkpoints, and if we don't meet them, it happens. That's why we got an incomplete pin, the death pin, because the goal died. It just happens. But anyways, ultimately, the hope is for a good next year of 2023. Hopefully it is prosperous with lots of luck, lots of happiness. I also put codes for those stickers earlier. Hopefully I'm more active on social media so that I can proudly present myself and maybe even gain some confidence. So that's pretty much the end of the video. That's the whole Hobonichi. If you guys have any video ideas you want related to the Hobonichi, like again, we got weeklies, perfect video idea every Sunday, almost every Sunday. I should reiterate that. Or we could do good old monthlies. I mean, January's would be more or less review the month, and then February I'd be like, oh, let's set her up. Even though I set her up already. It wouldn't be till March on that one, guys, for a full, like, let's make it together. Which is okay. I'm that excited. I've been using this since September, so she's a little broken. But yeah, again, hopefully you guys liked it. I will also hopefully gain more confidence and more better video editing skills by the time I do more of these. So let's hope for more art videos, more Hobonichi videos, and even some adulting vlogs. Thank you for watching, and have a good New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and New Year in general.